First, I have I got some magnetic butterfly bookmarks. I've actually already started using this one. So they are definitely beautiful, and from what I could tell, they are strong because you gotta kind of pull a little hard just to get them to disconnect. So I definitely know this probably will not be falling out of any of my books. Next, I have some more magnetic bookmarks, which are in the shape of planets. This one's Earth. I believe this one is Mars and Saturn, and I think this one might have been Venus. It's actually in a book I'm planning to start next over there, and so I just stuck it back in the wrapper to keep them nice because didn't want to spill anything on them. Next, I got these two sets of bookmarks. So I got these magnetic bookmarks. These are the Throne of Glass characters. We have Selena, Manon. I'm assuming this is Kale, Rowan, and Dorian. Yeah, because this one's eyes are green, so that's definitely Dorian. So that's Kale, Rowan, Manon, and Aelin. And they look really good. Next, we have the ACOTAR characters. We've got Amryn, Moore, Cassian, I think, Azriel, Feyre, and Rhys. Actually, hold on a second. I think I might have that wrong. No, I have that wrong. I do have that wrong. So Amryn, Moore, Rhys, Azriel, Feyre, Cassian. Because, I mean, with that smile and Rhys's hands in his pockets and the wings, and with Cassian's smile, I definitely had that wrong. But no, I got it right though. I also got this. It is a little magnetic bookmark, Kingdom of Ashes magnetic bookmark from Happy Hello Co. I actually bought this one for myself. And then we have Feyre and Rhys, also from Happy Hello Co. I also bought this one myself a few weeks before my birthday, which is why they actually showed up on my birthday. And then this one's kind of a mystery one. I got this one also on my birthday, but I have not opened it yet, so I don't know what it is. And it happens sometimes where I'll order something from like eBay or something, and then it'll show up, and I look at the company name, I'm like, who the heck are you? But it's from a book group in New York. And so I'm not sure what this is, so we're gonna open it together. That thing was glued down tight. What is this? Oh, I remember these. I pre-ordered Escaping from Houdini, and if you pre-ordered, you got a set of tarot cards. So let's see. We've got. I haven't finished the book yet. I've started the book already, so I do know some of these, although other ones we have not seen yet. I've only gotten up to where the Empress starts to perform, so I haven't seen all these yet. We have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, God, these are pretty. The Magician, which I'm guessing this is supposed to be Mephistopheles. I think, I'm not quite sure though. I'm not sure what that says. I can't read the letters. Some letters look like others, and I just can't read them. So this is supposed to be the Contortionist Fool. I believe this is supposed to be Sebastian. At least I think that's his name. Oh, this one's beautiful. The Ace of Wands. Oh, that one's beautiful too. The Empress. Oh, I definitely know who these two are. The Lovers. And this one's obvious too. The Strength. That must be Harry Houdini. Yeah, these are beautiful. I think I've seen a few of them, especially the Lover's card on Instagram. But the rest of them I haven't seen. They're beautiful. Next I have Minion by L.A. Bangs. This is a urban paranormal book, and it is something I've been meaning to want to start for a while. This is also a book I got myself for my birthday from my local used bookstore. This is about a girl who during the daytime she is a spoken word poet, and at nighttime she is a huntress of the supernatural. So that's pretty much all I know about this. I probably would remember it if I read the summary, but we're running into a kind of long video here, so. Next, I got The Princess Bride. This has been sitting at my local used bookstore in the same spot for like years. Ever since I found it, that book has been sitting in that one spot, and I finally decided to get it. I love the movie, and I've heard the book is even better than the movie, so I definitely want to read this. And the good thing is that the same person who wrote the book wrote the screenplay, so you know a lot will still be the same. But I'm looking forward to seeing what didn't make it into the book and how things differ. I'm not sure who got me this one. This one is Nice Girls Don't Bite... No. Don't Date. Nice Girls Don't Date Dead Men by Molly Hopper. I've read the first book in this series. It was so funny. I guessed who the killer was though, less than like halfway through. But I am looking forward to reading this and seeing how not only, was it Jane? How Jane and her sire's relationship develops and how things change. And I think her family now knows that she's a vampire, so I'm interested to see how that's going to work out too. Next is A Fistful of Charms by Kim Harrison. I've read the other 4 books in this series, and I used to read them like once a month because it's not something you just want to binge. Each book I think so far I've given a 3 or 3.5 star. So they're not the best, but they're pretty good, especially if you're looking for a urban paranormal series that is set in modern time and everybody knows about all these supernatural creatures. Demons, witches, vampires, werewolves, all that stuff everybody knows about. And so this is just the next book in the series. And I have a suspicion I know what Rachel is and who her father might be. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if it's revealed in this book. Next I have A Touch of Dark by Karen Chance. This is a book listed on the top paranormal urban fantasy books, paranormal romance, urban fantasy stuff on Goodreads, and so it sounded really good, so I decided to pick it up myself when I saw it at my local used bookstore. Next I have Rhapsodic by Lauren Thalissa. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is so much like, if you've read Sarah J Maas's A Court of Mist and Fury, this is so much like that book. It is insane. A few years ago when I finished that book, this book was recommended to me if I was looking for more males with wings, and it was so good. It was so much like Akamath that I would honestly think that this person just took Akamath and was slightly changing it, but they came out the exact same year, like a few months apart. So it's insane how similar these things are. This is about a man called the Bargainer. He is a fae who makes bargains with people. You ask him for a bargain, he will give you one. Usually he will give you a tattoo, and then at some later date he will come to claim his bargain, and no matter what it is, you have to give it to him because the magic of the bargain will not let you turn down no matter what. You could turn it down, but you would die. So most people aren't willing to give up their life. But usually whatever he asks for is not something you exactly want to give him. And it is about a girl named, oh God, I can't remember her name. What's with me in names today? Calypso, that's right, Callie. This is about a girl named Calypso, or Callie as everyone calls her. She is a siren who, at the beginning of this book, ends up actually killing her stepfather for sexually abusing her. And he comes home one night and she knows from the look in his eye that he's going to do it again, and she can't. She's like, either he's gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill him, but either way I can't do this anymore. So she ends up killing him, and then she remembers seeing this card in somewhere around the house that has this phrase on it for the bargainer. Everyone knows, a lot of people know who the bargainer is, and she knows, so she says the phrase on the card, the bargainer shows up, and he gets rid of the body for her. But because she's underage, he says that he's not going to do a bargain with her. He's not going to give her any mark. This will just be like his charity for the year. And after that, since she's almost 16, she's supposed to go off to this magical boarding school, basically. And while she's there, she ends up summoning him again, only this time she just wants to spend time with him because she's lonely, she has no friends. Even amongst the magical, she's kind of the outcast. And so he ends up, every time she summons him, he now gives her a bead, because now that she is 16 in this world, 16 is a legal adult. So he gives her a bead for every time she summons him until she summons him so much she ends up with like 382 of them, I want to say. It was 300 and something, I know that. And he ends up coming back. He ends up spending about a year with her asking, like, if she would ask him a certain question or just summoning him, he would add a bead on, and now he's back several years later. Yeah?
Can you open the door?
So now several years later, he's come back to claim all over 300 of his bargains. And it's funny and cute and so much like Akamath without it trying to be Akamath. That is A Court of Mist and Fury. For you people who do not know, it's an amazing series. I definitely recommend you read it. And if you, after reading Akamath, you are still wanting something like that, definitely read this. It was amazing. I've already read this, as I said, and then I added it onto my birthday book list, and I gave this book a 5-star rating when I did read it. It was fantastic and amazing, and I am so planning on to read on with this series, and it is a independent author, so support. Next I have These Vicious Masks by, I don't see a name anywhere. It's These Vicious Masks, and then the tagline, the one thing more dangerous than a gentleman with deadly supernatural powers is falling in love with one. There's nothing else on the cover, so I don't even know who this is by. There's no name on the sides either. Okay, well, so this is, from what I understand, it is like X-Men set in the 1800s. Yes, 1882. It is about a girl who finds out her and her sister have magical abilities, and that's pretty much all I know about this. X-Men, 1800s. I'm sold. Yeah, it sounds really interesting, and I've seen a lot of good ratings on it, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, this book I actually got a few months ago, and it was an accident. I thought it was the first book in the series, and it turns out it was the second, which, since I already wanted to read the book, I put the first book of the series on my birthday list, which I got it from the order from Book Outlet. The first book being The Queen of Blood, and this is The Reluctant Queen, the second book in the series. Yeah, like I said, this was an accident. I thought this was the first book in the series. Turns out I was wrong. But, so now I've got book 1 and book 2, so if I love book 1, I can immediately start book 2. Next, I got Mask of Shadows. This one I actually got a few months ago, but since I won't be doing another book haul anytime soon, I figured I might as well go ahead and stick this book in here. But I really did like this. I believe I gave this book a 4-star rating, and I do have a book non-spoiler review on this. I will try to remember to link that in the description below if you want to watch it. If not, just go to my channel. It's like 3 or 4 videos ago. Maybe 5 now, actually. Either way, it was within the last few months, so you won't have a problem finding it. Next, someone got me The Merciless 2. I haven't even read the first book, and I've got the second one already. But this one is gold. It's beautiful. It's golden, which is definitely different than the first book. I don't know. I expected maybe a softer pink, darker pink, blue, black. I don't know. But it's gold. From what I understand, I think actually all the books in this series are a different color. But yeah, so The Merciless 2 by Daniel Vega. The Merciless 1 was that really bright pink one from the Barnes & Noble order that I got from my mother. And then someone got me book 2. I'm not sure. Maybe they meant to pick up The Merciless and they actually ended up picking up The Merciless 2. I don't know. But I am looking forward to reading this series. I just hope book 1 is good so that I can read book 2. Next, I got Manners and Mutiny by Gail Carriger. This one wasn't actually on my list. I don't know. Somebody just... who was it? Who got this for me? Was it my aunt? My second cousin? I don't know. I honestly don't remember who got me this book, but I love this book. This is one of my favorite books in the series, but it is also the final book. And so I've already read it, and I believe I gave this one a 4-star rating, maybe a 5-star. I can't remember though. But it is amazing. It is a steampunk book set in the 1800s, I think. Ooh, this picture wasn't in my in the first book, Maybe it's because it's a hardcover, I don't know, but that is would make it a lot easier for me to figure out, because I always wondered how that ship looked. This is so much easier now. I can probably reread the series and actually understand where the heck this girl is. But yeah, I was right. It wasn't in that book. I just looked at the first book and the map wasn't there, nor do I have a year of when this is set. So, yeah. But it is a very good steampunk historical book. I believe it is like set around what would happen if the telegraph didn't work. So like I said, I really did love this book, and they always bring me out of a reading slump. This is like my go-to series for bringing me out of a reading slump, because they're so light and fun and funny, and they're just amazing. So I definitely recommend this series, the first book being Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. Next, I got this pre-order for myself. Wasn't for my birthday, I just pre-ordered it, but like I said, I won't be doing a book haul for quite some time. I mean, this is my first book haul in like, what, a year? And so I might as well just throw these books in before I forget about them. And so this is Escaping from Houdini, the third book in the Stalking the Jack the Ripper series by Carrie Maniscalco. And like I said, I haven't completely finished this book yet. Life's been crazy, plus with the book slump, I haven't had any time. And I'm at page 200. So I haven't made it that far into the book. I think this is like a 400 or 500 page book, I think. And so I'm really looking forward to it. Although Mephistopheles is, I want to kill him right now. He's getting in the way of my ship, and I want to kill him. Next is another pre-order I ordered, and that is Catwoman Soulstealer. And this is an autographed copy, as plain as the sticker on its face, and I really like this one. I did finish it back in September, early September, and I believe I gave this a 4-star rating, and it made me cry at the end. It did. I hardly ever cry in books, but it got me. It got me. But not surprising, it's not the first time Sarah has made me cry. And from my little brother, I actually got this Doctor Who Secret of Monsters book, and it's all sorts of different things to do with Doctor Who, the filming of the original series, more newer stuff, information behind the monsters, where they came from, their weaponry, all that kind of stuff. Just everything about Doctor Who monsters up until, well, the 12th Doctor, I guess, since he's on the cover. Yeah, so my brother knows I love Doctor Who. In fact, I'm sure he will be binging the Doctor Who series with me. And I'm glad he got me the book, because I have always been interested in things. Like, I've actually already read a few pages of this. Like, did you know that the Dalek voice wasn't originally meant to sound like that? It was like some sort of accident, and then they just ended up keeping it because I guess the director liked it enough. But yeah, it also includes some sort of exclusive removable artwork. Oh, there it is right there in the back. It's a little envelope with some Gallifreyan writing on it. My Gallifreyan's a little rusty, I'm afraid. Yes, I can read Gallifreyan a little bit. Yeah, I'm not fluent in it, but so I can't tell what that says, but I'll look it up, and then maybe I'll tell you guys what happens the next time I talk about this book. Well, that is my birthday book haul. So huge. I know it's going to take forever to edit. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!